Simpsons Treehouse of Horror 21. Thoughts and opinions by me, Victor, the original. Well, this has probably been the best episode so far in season 22 of The Simpsons, but saying that, the season hasn't been very good, obviously, because the TV show has gone downhill since like 2000. But it was actually decent, but it felt like the episode wasn't a Halloween episode. It was like a normal episode. Only the very first of the 3 Halloween stories would be classified as like a scary Halloween story. The rest could have been done as a regular episode or as a dream or book story that Homer tells at story time or something like that. But it was funny. It had some good gags here and there. It mostly made fun of Jumanji in the first story. It was basically like Bart and Lisa play board games because they're playing the generic Wii, and it almost looked like they were playing Gears of War. And their mom Marge told them, "Oh, why don't you play some board games?" And it turned into like a Jumanji type parody where things come alive and they're trying to save Springfield, but it's only like a 5 to 7 minute scene, so it's kind of quick. They all felt really quick and not very interesting, but it was okay. It was definitely the better of the first few episodes of the season. The second one is, I guess, a parody on, what's it called? The Dead Calm. It's some film. I never heard of it, but it was okay. It featured Hugh Laurie's voice, which was always cool. It's actually, I think, his second or third time that he's been in the actual Simpsons as a voice actor. The last and third, story of the Halloween special was a parody on Twilight, and I particularly thought that was the best one because I haven't really watched Twilight, but I know the premise of it, and this scene of the episode, or a story of it, parodied it. Like, basically, if you were to dumb down and just state what Twilight is in a few sentences, this story defined it. It was decent. It had some funny jokes. It portrayed Robert Pattinson from Twilight using Lisa as the girl in distress, but overall, it was okay. It was probably the best of the 3. But the Halloween special, oh man, this used to be my favorite part of The Simpsons. And comparing it to like the mid-90s to late 90s Halloween specials, they were fantastic. They're actually creepy, but still funny. It's something that's lost over the years, that they don't want to maintain that creepiness yet funny originality, parodying. I think they should just go back to making fun of older Halloween movies like the Psycho films or House on Haunted Hill or stuff like that, compared to, I think, the last few Halloween specials they've made fun of, like Saw and The Grudge, and they've just not been that good. Even one of the Halloween specials they had probably in the early 2000s made fun of some old film from the 80s where this house takes over the family, and it actually featured Pierce Brosnan's voice, which I thought was actually a decent episode. It was pretty funny when I look back at it. But overall, this episode, best of the season so far, but that's not saying much for it. It's still a must watch because it's a Halloween special. You gotta watch it. That's the most important episode of the season, I think. I give it like a 6.5 out of 10. Thanks for listening, guys. Stay tuned for more.